Today I am making white gravy. Some people know it as sawmill gravy in the South. Um, so easy, just so easy, and it is delicious on biscuits or country fried steak or chicken fried steak, things like that, or even your potatoes. Um, so you have to start with your roux, which is basically a paste. So I've got my eye on medium because you don't want to go too fast with this, and you want to use about this, however much you make. Like right now, I'm using 4 tablespoons of grease, 4 tablespoons of flour. You want to let your fat or your grease get good and hot. And then I'm going to start with sprinkling my flour in. I'm going to do it slowly so it don't clump. I like my wooden spoon. Some people use a whisk. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. And whatever pan you want to use. I just happen to like my iron skillet. Um, so what you want to do is start stirring that flour in quickly. Make sure you get all those little lumps out. Once you get the lumps out, you can add some more. And what we're doing at this point is making the roux. You want to cook it on medium because you don't want it to turn brown. Because the whole purpose is we're wanting white gravy. Now what's going to happen is it's going to start getting a little thicker. You just don't want any clumps. Now I'm using self-rising flour, but a lot of people use all-purpose. Everybody don't always have all-purpose on hand. I personally don't. I've always used self-rising. Okay. And that's my last little bit. So the roux cooks 2 or 3 minutes maybe. You want to make sure you get it off the edges. Now it's going to start getting thick. I don't measure my ingredients exact. I do go approximate. Now, if you're baking, that's different. You really need to be exact on your baking. Okay, as you can see, it's still real thin, so I didn't have quite enough flour. I'm going to add just a little sprinkle. Get that cooked in there. Now it's starting to thicken up. Okay, so I've got my roux. No clumps. Now I'm going to start with I've got a cup and a half here, but I like to do that slowly. You got to keep it stirred really good, and you'll see it's bubbling. I'm going to turn it down to a medium low. Now I'm going to add some more milk. A whisk is really good for this. I just like my spoon. Going to add a little more. Now, some people also do water and milk. But if you do just, some people do plain water, the flavor is definitely going to be different. The milk helps give it its flavor. Okay, so I used about 4 tablespoons of the fat, which is grease, butter, or bacon grease, and about the same amount of flour. Okay, and I started with a cup and a half, and I'm going to add just a tad more milk, maybe a quarter cup. it depends on the consistency you like. I like mine not real thick. Now, the longer you cook it, the thicker it's going to get. And if you want it a little thinner, just add a little more water or milk. This is so simple. Now, I've got it to consistency I want, but I'm going to cut it off, but I'm leaving it on the eye. Now, because self-rising already has salt in it, you don't want to salt it too much. So I'm just going to put a couple of slight pinches of salt. The pepper is where it's at. So I'm going to stir that in good. That's why some people call it pepper gravy, because the pepper is what kicks it up a notch. This is so easy and inexpensive. You've probably seen those packs of I think they're called pepper gravy in the grocery, and it's just a pack with the powder in it. And they are probably close to $2 or even more for that little pack. And this just costs pennies. And it's easy. And it's just as easy because you have to put your milk and everything in that too. So I would just bypass that and make my own. Here we go. Always just taste. That's about the right consistency. Oh, it's delicious. Okay. Excuse me. So this is what I like to do. And remember, if it's a little bit thick, add a little more liquid. You can also refrigerate this. Let it cool. Put it in a bowl, put a top on it, put it in the refrigerator. Then all you got to do is heat it back up. Okay. So there's my biscuit. I'm going to enjoy this. Could have actually added a little more liquid if I'd wanted to. So there we go. That is white gravy or sawmill gravy. I hope you try it, and I hope you enjoy it. And with that, I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast. Thank you.